to another episode in the continuing saga of what's happening with the Charger. So we've been doing a bit of cleaning up underneath of the car to see how it's kind of turning out, and we've made a few interesting discoveries.
This is what the rear quarter looks like after sanding it back and cutting through all the bog. It's a really interesting little thing here. This excellent quality workmanship that was done by the previous repairer. The steel wool was shoved into the gap there and shaped to make up the gap in there. Rather more annoyingly, you can see that we've got rust on the inside that needs to be dealt with. So we'll have to clean that up somehow before we get something solid to weld on to start doing to the repairs. So the nice guys at Tools Unlimited sold me this little welder, and I think the total cost was a bit over $1,000 for the bottle, the welder, the trolley and all that stuff that I need. So we'll see whether that was money well spent because it's saving labour costs on someone else, or wasted money because, well, someone else still has to do the job for me. So before I start welding anything, I'm doing a bit of practicing. I've taken a bit of the panel off. So I've been doing practice welds to see how we're kind of going, and it's pretty clear from the work that I've done so far that a lot more practice is needed. So today's effort in the shed is going to be just doing a bit more practice so we can get this welding business done properly. This was probably the scariest moment by far, when I had to take the angle grinder and cut in to my beautiful Charger, but it had to be done. As you can see, we now have a nice little hole, and after a fair bit of fabricating, we have now a nice new patch carefully cut to go in. I've kind of chamfered the edges on this so that when it tucks up underneath, it should weld very nicely and make a really strong repair, much better than the steel wool that was used before. Quite a lot of rust here, and really only needed to cut out this little part, maybe up to here, but I decided to take the whole piece out because there's a large dent in the bottom of it, and rather than try and figure out how to pull that out, I thought I would just weld in a nice new piece. So we'll see how that goes. First welding coming up. And so there it is, the new patch just waiting to be welded in. So the next step, tack that in. But first, a little bit of advice. There's a bit more gap up under here than I would like, so how to sort that out? Whether I tack that first and then kind of bend that in down at the bottom, or quite how it kind of works. And just to get this line here really neat when we do it, but that should push in quite nicely, and just do that. But at the moment, again, that's kind of easy because it sits there nicely at the top, at the bottom, but got to get it to come in at the top as well. So I'm going to go and seek advice from people who know. I've messed up, it's kind of hard to see, but I've messed up with this piece. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and start again. A friend told me to actually lip the panel in so that they weld over a gap, but I lipped the wrong side. I lipped the panel, which means that I need to pull it out to hold it tight, and as soon as I've started welding, the gap has got way too large. It's pulled the panel. So I need to start again, new panel, cut out another patch to go in, and this time I need to put the lip into the top part, into the actual car, so that when I'm putting the panel in, I'm pushing the panel against the car as I'm welding, instead of trying to pull it back. against the thing. So here we go again. Cut out another panel and go from there.